You know, Michelle, China's recently putting energy security above pollution reduction, very aggressive coal expansion plans. This does not seem like a move in the right direction. How much could it derail global climate goals?
Well, indeed, in China, if it's talking about the higher national energy security, it might mean more coal as well, given its readiness and high cost efficiency. And if you look at China's coal-fired power plants construction pipeline, is up to like 200 gigawatts, which is more than half of the global's release. And if you look at the global coal mining capacity, it's going to expand by 27% as well, with 1/3 coming from China. So it's definitely quite a big to come out. And if you look at China's emissions from the new coal mines, it could be like 576 million tons, which is already more than the rest of the world could release. Yep. So that could add quite a high uncertainty to the global climate ambitions.
What about the $100 billion annual green funding pledge for developed nations' help? Is there a country that needs it the most, and how does it fit into the broader discussion about reparations from wealthy industrialized countries?
Well, the $100 billion annual funding is quite a key to the emerging countries for their clean transition. So we pointed out in our recent report saying that India is one of those that most need it, and if it needs to hit its 2030 wind and solar target by 2030, then it has to ramp up its green investment by 2 times, and to get it installed 3 times faster. And sadly, we see that the private investment and the green bond support is not there, so it relies a lot on this international funding.
So Indonesia seems to be catching up in renewable development. Do you see a turnaround? And if you do, which sectors have the greatest growth potentials?
Sure. In Indonesia, as renewable capacity, its development has been quite lag behind, as wind and solar only accounts for like 0.2% of its total power generation. So, but what we see right now is we expect to see some major changes or even turnaround situation, expecting the country to sign quite a major partnership with the rich country in the upcoming G20 conference in Bali in the mid-November. And also the country has recently raised its renewable or its carbon emission cuts target before the COP27, showing a very strong ambition. And its green bond issuance has been picking up and quite robust as well, thanks to the sovereign issuance. So after all, we think there could be more chances for it to grow further, and solar could be one of the most beneficiary or fastest growing sector, given its shorter construction time and relatively cost effective.